That's actually just a space where I can set it downstairs.
Oh,
That would be easier. Because I thought it was so awesome.
that might actually be great. One minute. Yeah.
And then you can
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I think we're gonna hit. Okay, like how's that for you?
yes, make sure you do it.
Perfect.
Make sure you can read it.
So
Just
how
have a
many years
motion to
ago?
release.
Got married in 1992. Next year not like one car left. Last car. We bought the last car.
Or no?
Oh, one for here, one for here.
Welcome, everyone. If I could ask you now to please silence your cell phones and any other noise-making devices at this time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the wedding.
I made it.
Feeling good now, buddy. Yup.
When do we get stuck there with the sketch?
Not till the end. Oh, I love it.
I'm good.
You're good? Please rise for the bride.
I'm sorry, stop.
Pass these on. You can give these over. Okay. All right. Come right over here, sweetheart. And you come meet her. You may be seated. All right. Take a step back. Take a step forward. You can hold hands, okay? All right, you two. Ready? All right. As you are the moon of his life, he shall be your sun and stars. Your love shall be as ever present as those two celestial bodies, even though they are sometimes hidden from one another's sight. Your love will be the guiding force that charts the course of your tomorrows, holds your world together in difficult times, and will make life itself shine bolder and brighter than we human beings have a right to dream of. From George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones. I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers, so says L.M. Montgomery. With school bells ringing, temperatures cooling, and the shift of foliage colors, we forget about the carefree summer days quickly as we enter into the autumn. With warm, welcoming scents and orange hues decorating our lives, we still can enjoy the warm days left over from the glory of summer. Love and marriage are very much like the autumn, ever-changing colors and more beautiful with each passing day. And how lucky are we to be celebrating another incredible thing about the fall? Could you imagine a better place to marry these incredible people? Rain cannot stop love. Rebecca, Charles, it is a gift, a pleasure, and a joy to be here today, joining you two as you continue your life of happiness together. Now, before you are joined together in marriage in my presence and in the presence of all of these very special witnesses, I will remind you of the serious and binding nature of this relationship. Now, the traditional rite of marriage, as most of us understand it, is the voluntary, deliberate, and full commitment of two individuals to become partners for a lifetime. Rebecca, Charles, have you come here freely and without reservation to enter into this marriage?
Yes.
Awesome! Then let us begin the celebration of love and life. There is nothing more hopeful, more joyous than a wedding. Getting married is the supreme act of trust and the greatest gift of love. Marriage is the joining of two hearts and souls, and yet is also a conscious choice to move together with a happy and healthy relationship. It takes an absolute confidence in oneself to be able to give fully to another. In joining ourselves to one another, we join ourselves to the unknown. No human ties are more tender, no other vows more sacred than those that you now assume. Marriage is not meant for happiness alone, but for the growth and enrichment of character. To this end, there must be a dedication of each to the other, and of both to a purposeful and compassionate life together. Marriage is a partnership that thrives when each person gives all they can without concern of what will come back. Each partner gives love and freedom, knowing that loving well is a gift that is its own reward. It is a continuous commitment that refocuses even the smallest moments within a grander frame of gratitude. That's why it is so meaningful that you all can share this day with Rebecca and Charles as they make public the commitment which they have already made to each other. For marriage is more than simply an agreement between two people. It is the joining of two families. And it is a chance for us to embrace them as a couple, as a family, and as a part of a larger community, a community that Rebecca and Charles treasure so much. You have supported them and watched them grow into the people they have become. They would never have gotten to where they are without each and every one of you. They know they are lucky to have all of you in their lives. The composer, Giancarlo Menotti, said, "Melody is a form of remembrance. It must have a quality of inevitability in our ears, melodies of lessons taught, love shared, mind stretched, laughter pealed, and hearts touched." Today, Rebecca and Charles remember the various melodies of those they have loved who cannot be here with us today, either in spirit or by circumstance. For those of this world who cannot be here today, we send you all our love. Hello. Yay, hello. And hope you know that you are here in our hearts today. We wish you were here with us. For those no longer of this world, we take this moment of silence to remember you and the impact you have made on us all. Please bow your heads in silence and in love. We would now like to invite our matron of honor, Jessie, to share a special reading for the couple. Do you need the paper? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to scooch over by you guys. There we go.
This is a reading by Laura Hendricks. Love is a friendship caught fire. It is quiet, mutual confidence, sharing and forgiving. It is loyalty through good times, good and bad times. It settles for less than perfection and makes allowances for human weakness. Love is content with the present, hopes for the future, and does not brood over the past. It is the day in and day out chronicles of irritations, problems, compromises, small disappointments, big victories, and working towards common goals. If you have love in your life, it can make up for a great many things you lack. If you do not have it, no matter what else there is, it is not enough.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you. You know, there's an ancient Chinese myth about the red thread. So this myth tells us that when each of us is born, we are connected by invisible threads to those who will mean the most to us. As we grow older, those threads may stretch, tangle, might even get knotted up until the thread gets shorter and shorter and we are within arm's distance, close enough to touch. Of course, as time moves on, we have no idea this is happening, even as we watch and even as we wait. Whenever two people find each other in this big world, whether they are across the street or across the bar, we can look back and realize that the universe or karma or that red thread has worked its magic. When Chaz first came to the U.S., he started frequenting the local bars and restaurants in the area. Rebecca was working at a bar called the Iron Monkey in Jersey City, and Chaz started coming in 3-4 times a week. One day, she gave him her phone number, but he never got in touch. He just couldn't read her handwriting. The next time she saw him, Rebecca gave him her number again and asked him out on a beer adventure right up Chaz's alley. They met up at the New Jersey Beer Company and followed it up with dinner at Gaslight. That was the beginning of it all. Tons of fun dates, from a Rise Against concert to Fuerza Bruta to lots of dinners, and then finally to a helicopter tour over New York City. Chaz was about to move back to England and wanted their send-off to be special. Rebecca knew as they flew up to the skies together that she had found something worthwhile, something that could last a lifetime. Chaz said that the minute he got on the plane home, something was missing. Before he had landed, he decided to come back and shortly after asked Rebecca to move in with him. They've had their ups and downs, twists and turns in the last 7.5 years, but Chaz knew that they had found the person they wanted to spend the rest of their life with. Chaz knew that he wanted to propose to Rebecca and keep it low-key. They were about to drive up to Boston to visit her family and see a concert, but Chaz kept stalling their departure. Finally, he dropped to one knee and asked Rebecca to marry him. What more could she say to the love of her life but a resounding yes? I always love to ask my couples about their other half. Now, Chaz tells me that Rebecca is caring, creative, and intelligent. Her smile and laugh are contagious, and he loves her confident demeanor. Her deadpan humor is classic, sneaky, and awesome. She has excellent taste in food, beer, music, and obviously men. Rebecca is beautiful, both inside and out. She is a truly remarkable person and beloved by all who are lucky to know her. She takes care of Chaz and knows what he needs even before he does. Rebecca makes everything easier, and Chaz knows that with her by his side, he is the luckiest man around. Now, Rebecca tells me that Chaz is easygoing, supportive, and smart. Good? Okay. She is constantly impressed by his intelligence and how great he is at his job. He's also pretty handy around the house, like when he built her a patio. Chaz always stands by her and encourages her to go for what makes her happy. He can always make Rebecca laugh. He doesn't take life too seriously and has a special way of calming Rebecca. Chaz reminds her to relax and enjoy life. She loves when he cooks her a good meal and they do super basic things like apple and pumpkin picking. She was genuinely impressed by his keen sense of direction, too. She has never met anyone so kind, fun, and loving. Rebecca couldn't imagine a better partner than Chaz, and she wouldn't want to. Life is just better with him around. Whether it is going to punk rock shows, cuddling their animals, Lulu, Aria, and Marshall, visiting breweries, or traveling, this couple knows it's all about the little things in life that add up to this one big love. They are soulmates in the purest sense, and the definition of a soulmate might surprise you. A true soulmate is the one who not only supports you, but dares you to reach your full potential as they bring you great joy. They don't so much complete you, but they also make it possible for you to complete yourself, to grow to be the best person you can be, and in doing so, enhance your relationship. Rebecca and Charles, you are here in the love and light of your family and friends to be joined together in marriage. This is a tremendous commitment, a promise that binds you in a relationship of love, faith, and hope, excluding all others. Charles, do you take Rebecca to be your lawful and wedded wife? Will you love and respect her, be honest with her, and stand joyfully beside her in whatever the future may bring?
I do and will.
Rebecca, do you take Charles to be your lawful and wedded husband? Will you love and respect him, be honest with him, and stand joyfully beside him in whatever the future may bring?
I do.
Rebecca and Charles have chosen to write their own vows of love to one another. Ladies first.
You know me better than anyone else, and somehow you still manage to love me. You are my best friend and my partner in all things. There's still a part of me today that cannot believe that I'm the one that gets to marry you. I love you. From your charming blue eyes to your spontaneity and how supportive you are, I cannot wait to spend a lifetime loving you. I promise to learn to appreciate your bad puns. And when you sing in the car, I promise to laugh with you and laugh at myself. I promise to support your dreams and appreciate our differences. I promise to respect you as an individual, partner, and an equal, knowing that we do not complete but complement each other. May we have many adventures and grow old together.
Your turn.
You next?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Becky. When I first met you, I wanted to get to know you. And when I started to know you, I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. Your adventurousness and confidence have shown me a world I never knew existed. And the last 7 years have been more exhilarating than I could ever imagine. When the world is changing and challenging, you've been my navigator, my ally, my rock, and I couldn't ask for a kinder, more thoughtful partner to be beside me. Whether we're in front of a fireplace, wrapped in blankets, while you explain to me that America actually has real seasons, or in the middle of a mosh pit, screaming at the top of our lungs, there's nowhere I'd rather be than with you. From this day on, I'm your husband. I promise to honor you, cherish you, and stand by your side for the rest of our lives. I love you.
All right, don't kiss yet. Come on. May we have the rings, please? Oh, excellent. Okay.
He has no idea.
I get that. Okay. All right, Rebecca, you take Chaz. Rings are an ancient symbol, round like the sun, like the eye, like arms that embrace. Circles, for love that is given comes back round again and again. Therefore, may these symbols remind you that your love, like the sun, illuminates, that your love, like the eye, must see clearly, and that your love, like arms that embrace, is a grace upon this world. Now, Charles, take the ring and place it on the fourth finger of Rebecca's left hand, and repeat after me. Rebecca, this ring I give you
Rebecca, this ring I give you
is my personal gift,
as my personal gift,
my personal promise
my personal promise
of love,
friendship,
and commitment.
and commitment.
It is a symbol
It is a symbol
of the trust we have together
of the trust we have together
and the beauty and strength
and the beauty and strength
we will find in each other.
we will find in each other.
Now, Rebecca, take the ring and place it on the fourth finger of Charles's left hand and repeat after me. Charles, this ring I give you
Charles, this ring I give you
is my personal gift,
is my personal gift,
my personal promise
my personal promise
of love,
of love,
friendship,
friendship,
and commitment.
and commitment.
It is a symbol
It is a symbol
of the trust we have together
of the trust we have together
and the beauty and strength
and the beauty and strength
we will find in each other.
we will find in each other.
The sharing of glass is definitely a more modern ritual in a wedding ceremony. When we think of glass, it is very representative of the complete transparency that love brings. There is nothing to hide behind, and you can see right through it. It's a beautiful metaphor to a couple truly sharing everything. Rebecca, Charles, these vessels of glass behind me represent all that you are today and all of what you will become as a couple. They also represent your lives before today. Each bead of glass is a thought, a word, a creation that has been shaped by each of you. Each grain is a dream, and when you share them with each other, you will be unstoppable. You have chosen several shades for your glass, hues of orange, red, sage, emerald, and ivory, each representing a variety of beautiful attributes to bring to a marriage. Orange signifies encouragement, fiery attraction, and plenty, followed by red, bringing intense strength, passion, and courage. They say love is friendship caught fire, and with these colors in your life, you will never lack in passion, laughter, and love for one another. Our greens, sage and emerald, bring luck, success, and growth. May these colors always remind you that the luck of your lives is in you, bringing you joy as you plant the seeds of your own life. Therein lies your future successes. Watching you grow, this beautiful relationship will nurture day in and day out. Finally, ivory gives us purity and innocence, a foundational color. May this color ground you in your life together, always reminding you of the simplicity of this day, the vows you took, and the cornerstone of your relationship. As your containers of glass are poured into the vessel, let us remember that the flowing together of the colors symbolizes your lives blending together. There is tremendous joy in the joining of you, but as each grain maintains its individual identity, so do you. Your love is a combination of all the elements that make you unique, and those qualities are vital and distinct. But when layered together, they create a landscape of a different color. So, come forward. Grab your glass. All right, I'm gonna stand. If you guys could take a step up. There we go. Go right ahead. In time, your relationship will go through the fire. It will stand the test of challenges and become even stronger. So on their first anniversary, they will take these shreds of glass and put them through the fire too. And you'll have a work of art, as beautiful as the relationship that you have forged together, transparent, shiny, brilliant, and fused together for all time. Take care of it the way you do each other. All right, I'm coming back in. Okay, good. Now, the sharing of whiskey is also not a traditional wedding set. This is the one Chaz has been waiting for. So some of you might not know this, but whiskey is the healthiest alcohol you can drink, so it is rather precious. But it's precious to us all here because it is technically going to be the first drink that Rebecca and Charles share as a married couple. Whiskey is a distilled alcoholic beverage made from fermented grain like corn, barley, rye, and wheat. It's aged in oak barrels until it reaches a desired age. Now, what does this have to do with these two, right? Two people who complement each other didn't have to go far to find love and goodness. The company's coat of arms on one of the whiskeys that we tend to drink is said to be Saint Mathieu, meaning without fear. You both enter into this marriage without fear, without doubt that you have found the one that you love. You vow that you will nurture and tend to this relationship as it needs, just as whiskey must be attended to in its barrels. So tonight, as you begin this beautiful new chapter of your life, it's time to now have a glass of whiskey together, not just to your bond, but as a toast to the unity of your two families. All right. Chaz is ready. All right. Lift your glasses and cheers. Okay. Yes. Our final reading is from Victor Hugo's Les Miserables. The future belongs to hearts even more than it does to minds. Love, that is the only thing that can occupy and fill eternity. In the infinite, the inexhaustible is requisite. Love participates of the soul itself. It is of the same nature. Like it, it is the divine spark. Like it, it is incorruptible, indivisible, imperishable. It is a point of fire that exists within us, which is immortal and infinite, which nothing can confine, and which nothing can extinguish. We feel it burning even to the very marrow of our bones, and we see it beaming in the very depths of heaven. What a grand thing it is to be loved. What a far grander thing it is to love. The heart becomes heroic by dint of passion. It is no longer composed of anything but what is pure. It no longer rests on anything that is not elevated and great. An unworthy thought can no more germinate in it than a nettle on a glacier. In this circle of community, in this embrace of spirit, Rebecca and Charles have created a union marked by taking vows and exchanging rings. They have declared that they trust each other's kind intentions. They have recognized that they complement each other and promised that they will work to preserve this precious gift, to place that gift above everything else. May all of your dreams come true today, tomorrow, and always as you live, laugh, and love. As a civil celebrant authorized by the state of New Jersey, it is my honor and my joy to pronounce you as husband and wife, partners, and family. You may kiss the bride. All right, you two meet in the middle. Go ahead. All right, come on in, sweetheart.